didn't respond because she couldn't, due to the fact that she lacks self-sufficiency. You see, Leah is a rich and famous YouTuber with 34 million subscribers who doesn't know how to make a thumbnail, doesn't know how to edit a YouTube video, doesn't know how to write a script, and by her own admission, doesn't know how to make a very, very simple YouTube video without the assistance of someone else.
I need someone to help me record videos. And honestly, I don't want to like get into my personal life and be like, but I like go psycho, like I go crazy if he doesn't help me record my video. So I'm like, if you don't want any problems, you can help me record my videos because I'll make your life hell.
Obviously, there's nothing wrong with getting someone to help you with your videos, but there is something wrong with being a talentless hack. Leah has made more than 3,000 videos since 2013. Out of those 3,000 plus, I challenge you to find one single video on the entirety of Leah's channel that requires the effort of 2 grown adults.
It does not exist.
Basically, every video on her channel is either video game gameplay, which she wasn't even playing most of the time, according to her own ex-husband, and a voiceover which consists of Leah just talking out of her ass, or it's just her watching other people's videos. Yet, she still had the audacity to say, I go psycho, I go crazy if someone doesn't help me. That is an inexcusable level of incompetence. Imagine if an employee at McDonald's required the assistance of someone else to put the meat onto the bun. They would be fired immediately. Yet, that is a task which is just as difficult as the content Leah makes, and she still needs help with it. So, although I do understand why Leah wasn't happy with Jack, Leah's incompetence makes the doxing of Jack's films even worse, because Leah never even had the chance to respond to Jack like a normal adult would, due to the fact that 1, she put herself in an indefensible situation by stealing the work of others and not crediting anyone for years on end, and 2, without the help of another human, she doesn't even have the skill required to adequately defend herself because she requires external help for research, script writing, thumbnails, editing, and even posting the videos, which is essentially just every aspect of making a YouTube video. So she resorted back to the only thing she knows how to do, which is bullying her critics into shutting up. And the worst part about this whole doxing situation is the fact that once again, Leah ultimately ended up facing 0 repercussions for her actions. All YouTube did in response to this universally agreed upon disgusting action was temporarily demonetize her, which makes no difference at all to anyone because Leah's already in the top 1% wealthiest people worldwide. So at the end of the day, Leah got exactly what she wanted, which is for Jack to stop talking about her, and she ended up with nothing but a slap on the wrist. And while I can't speak for Jack and why he stopped making videos about Leah after all this went down, I can sure as hell speak for myself.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here! They're gonna need to send in the National Guard a fucking SWAT team, because I ain't going nowhere!
With that being said, let me make this very, very clear. The doxing was bad, and it is something that should be universally condemned, but the doxing is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Leah's indefensible actions. Keep in mind, if she could have gotten away with it, she would have been filing false copyright strikes on Jack, and I can only say that because she's already done exactly that to numerous other YouTubers, including a 15-year-old YouTuber named Herotic. And she also did that exact same thing to a YouTuber named Enigma Hood back in the day. So Leah has a verifiable and consistent track record of falsely copyright striking people's videos about her, strictly because she didn't like the words they had to say about her, which has absolutely nothing to do with copyright. And what's most perplexing to me about Leah and the content that she currently makes is the fact that she actually used to criticize others for making lazy content.
The reason I'm making this video is because this girl is like Taylor Swift level snake. She is playing the victim harder than Keemstar is, and it is in the worst possible way. Her job is literally sitting in front of a camera for like an hour, a couple hours a day playing with yourself.
If we just remove the last part of that statement, she just described herself, a snake who constantly plays the victim, and her job is just sitting in front of a camera.
It's like exactly what I do on YouTube.
Projection is actually Leah's signature move in life. She calls out someone else for doing something that she doesn't like, while knowing for a fact she's doing that exact same thing and has every intention of continuing. And then, for the ultimate form of hypocrisy, she goes on Darman's channel and virtue signals about how bad it is to hate on other people.
But what I've learned is that when somebody hates on you, it's usually because they're unhappy with their own lives.
Leah, by that same logic, you're the unhappiest person on the entire planet. There are so many different examples of Leah projecting her insecurities onto others that I honestly don't think any human can even count that high, but just to show you exactly how consistently deluded Leah is, we'll go through just a few of them. My personal favorite one is when she used to call out other women for photoshopping their pictures.
I don't Photoshop any of my pics. I don't have time for that shit. You think I got time to take a selfie, put it on my computer, Photoshop that, send it back to my phone, post it on Instagram? Hell no!
That was a lie. She absolutely has time to Photoshop pictures. I would be willing to bet every single dollar I've ever made that no matter what time you're watching this, Leah is either watching TikToks, sleeping, or just doing nothing right this second.
That's true.
In all seriousness, for her to pretend like a full-time content creator doesn't have 5 minutes to Photoshop a picture is disrespectful to the intelligence of her audience. But either way, if someone photoshops their pictures, who cares? We all know there's a very large percentage of people on Instagram who do this, and complaining about it will not change that fact. The only time it really matters is when it's so blatantly obvious that you can't help but not point out the fact that a particular picture is photoshopped. Like this.
What the F is this, OG?
What do you mean?
What is this?
Seriously, what is this? Her face is a completely different color than the rest of her skin, yet she still looked at this photo before she posted it and made the conscious choice to upload it to the internet, thinking that no one would notice.
I can't imagine somebody would do this and think it looks legit and actually post it on social media and people believe it.
Now, I'm not gonna go in depth on every example of Leah photoshopping her pictures. Nerd City did a great job explaining Leah's horrendous Photoshop fails extensively a few years back, but once again, I personally couldn't care less whether or not someone else photoshops their pictures. But I do care about the fact that Leah is a multi-millionaire who can afford to pay the best photo editors in the world, who still went on to post these egregiously poor, inarguably photoshopped pictures while simultaneously calling out other women for photoshopping their pictures. That is inexcusable.
This dude is straight up hypocrite.
Another great example of Leah being a straight up hypocrite is the fact that she used to criticize other women for getting plastic surgery.
I don't have any plastic surgery. Let me just clear that up right now. Everything is 100% real. And will I ever get some? No, it's just, I don't know. Have you ever thought about getting plastic surgery? Yeah, I actually wanted to, and I'm sure most girls at one time thought about getting plastic surgery because Instagram and celebrities and everything, it really influences you because all of them got fake tits, all of them got a nose job, all of them got like 10 million surgeries. After I met Sausage, I feel like I talked to him about it and he made me feel really good about myself, and he hates fake tits, fake anything. Girl, the only medical bills you are paying is for that nose, the lips, the tits, and the ass.
Okay, so she won't ever get plastic surgery, and she's willing to go out of her way to criticize other women who get plastic surgery, while knowing that we can all see the evidence that she looks like a completely different person between now and when she started YouTube. Now, I don't know exactly what's happened to her face, but at the very least, Leah has verifiably gotten a nose job. That's inarguable.
I'm going to the doctor soon, and I already booked the appointment, so my surgery is confirmed. I paid for it, so it's all set and done. I'm having surgery in April. So the whole point of my surgery, I am getting a septoplasty. I know it sounds like rhinoplasty, which is a nose job, which is for cosmetic purposes. That's like if you don't like your nose, you fix it. Personally, I really like my nose. My mom says I have the best nose in the family, which I kind of do. that asshole thing to say. Septoplasty is like a medical nose job where they fix like what's wrong inside of it, which is if you have a deviated septum like me, that means your airway is crooked. So there's a picture of a normal nose and there's a picture of a deviated septum. You see how the airway is all crooked? When you get septoplasty, they straighten out your airway.
Although she denies it, she most likely didn't get a septoplasty, she got a rhinoplasty, which is a cosmetic nose job. Which is why in this video from April of 2017, which is when she said she was going to get the surgery, she admits to having a very, very bad black eye on numerous occasions.
I feel like I don't look like myself right now. It's so weird. I have a black eye, but you can barely see it. I like put some makeup on over it. Oh, I shouldn't wipe my makeup. Shit. I kind of wiped it and now you can sort of see it. I don't have any makeup on besides covering my black eye.
Now, keep in mind, if you get a septoplasty, which is what Leah claims to have gotten, in most cases you do not get a black eye. And although I'm no plastic surgeon, to the best of my knowledge, the shape of your nose doesn't change in the way that Leah's verifiably has over the years from a septoplasty. Now, if you want to get cosmetic nose surgery, go ahead. Where Leah and I live, it's a free country, and most people do not care about what another adult chooses to do to their own face. But people do start to care when she criticizes other women on video for getting plastic surgery while knowing for a fact that we know she's gotten plastic surgery.
You say I'm not confident with my body, but I didn't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to look like this.
Again, that is a bald-faced lie. Leah has literally spent thousands and thousands of dollars just to purchase a whole new face.
How you go from this to this? Plastic surgery? I refuse it to believe that this is the same person.
The reality is, Leah's criticisms of other women have no actual meaning, because she's just deflecting her discomfort with her own choices onto others, which is a very immature defense mechanism typically used by children. I think that she genuinely believes that if she calls other people out for things that she does, people won't criticize her for the things that she knows she's going to continue to do.
And we got this girl. She already doing the pose. Break your back to make it look like you got an ass pose unless you got lordosis. I got lordosis, so like when I'm standing straight, my back automatically curves like this. So you can't make fun of me. But it's like, damn, obviously this wasn't enough.
Leah stands the flattering way that most girls stand on Instagram, but when they do it, it's fake. And when she does it, it's because she has a medical condition. She has a doctor's note to be a thought. Very unusual.
Leah lying about having a doctor's note to be a thought goes way further than just that. She can't even look at a woman